Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Cutting Room Floor. Today's a special episode of Deus Ex. I'll be looking at a bunch of additional bonus areas, as well as additional ways to go through levels we've already explored. There's a medbot hidden in these crates here, but I'm not sure who exactly would want to use it. Seems like a really bad position. Now if we can sneak up on these guys here...
That's the difference right there. Just take a look at him.
Bad?
They cut off his arm, replaced half his face.
Herman, right? He's a good soldier. Killed 3 of our men.
They'd have replaced his whole body if it would have improved performance. If that's how you judge a man, by performance, then eventually it's not about people, but upgrades, versions, functionality.
All I know is we could use a few mechs for ops like this.
Soon as we buy into the cult of the machine, we're just like them.
Rhetoric. Always more rhetoric.
I love side sections like that, where they're discussing the plot for the game. Now, we're gonna head on down here. There's one guy down in this section. Some of these other guys might hear us take them out. Might be able to get him with the prod if we're careful. There we go. I'm actually going to move this body, just in case. I don't remember how far that guy goes over.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
Can't actually jump directly up here. You could hack this with a multi-tool if you wanted to. Or you can be clever with the forklift. And let it lift you up. And jump straight over. And that gives us a couple mods for our pistol. And then we can use this crate to get back up here and over to the other side again. So we went in there, and these crates here you can actually climb up the back way to the statue if you don't feel like going in the front door. The only problem is that you can't rescue Gunther Herman. You have to go down to the bottom, obviously, to get to him, so you'll miss out on quite a few experience points if you do it that way. And these security bots are actually friendly to us, so that's not a problem at all. If you want to, you can lure guys over to them and they'll shoot them for you.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
So we'll go see him. There's a few guys out here that we have to take care of.
About time you showed up. Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right? Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here. I heard that you can get me inside. Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake. You can trust me. I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. Commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business. Thanks. with Philbin?
I get a cut for bringing him over.
Tell me what you know about the NSF operation.
I'm not that high level. The more elite troops, they're the ones that took over the ship and unloaded it into speedboats. I think we're supposed to be a diversion.
A ship?
That's all I know. The commander gave me a 10mm clip, a box of 30-06 ammo, and some crossbow darts and said, keep your head down. Huh, like I'm gonna take on your NATCO troops. Want 'em? You can have the clip for 175, the 30-06 for 300, and the darts for 50. But if I was you, I'd avoid a head-on attack altogether and not even use the key Philbin got. I'd go in the statue from the back. Less security that way.
No thanks.
The ammo in this game is always so expensive. So, one last little secret over here. There's actually a boat down here. And this one, from what I remember, you need swimming skill to get to. Two picks. So I'm going to upgrade swimming. That should actually give us the time that we need. And I don't have enough lockpicks to get in there, so I'm going to blow it open with a gup gun rocket. Apparently that scared him. Alright. Now, that should give us enough time to get in here, get to the crates we need, and get out. There's a shotgun, and we don't need the shotgun for anything. As you can see, we're almost out of O2 already, even with that upgraded swimming skill. So if you don't upgrade that, really, really difficult to get in there and get the stuff you need. So I didn't get the shotgun, but I don't really need that. Reload speed and accuracy are both extremely helpful though. So we'll keep those ones. Whoa, that was close. Almost blew up in my face there.
Did they find the shipment?
Yeah, we got the whole supply. You can see the ship's lights crossing the bay.
Guess y'all were right. So why aren't we pulling out?
Mike's on the horn. Jojo wants a lead on the distribution network.
Yeah, we don't have enough men to protect what we've got.
That's what Jojo wants.
I wonder, how does a guy with a tattooed forehead get to be an NSF colonel? Pardon me, but back in Alabama, we wouldn't let a man who wears earrings plan a military operation.
I'd watch what I say about Jojo. He's got a temper.
He's a punk and he's gonna get us all killed.
The NSF is strong because it represents everyone's interests.
Yeah.
So that's where that other key was. If you don't want to get the code to hack into the comm van to open the hatch, you can get that key there. This time we'll buy the scope that we missed last time since he got knocked out.
Heard you clean the place out.
They crossed the line by going into the statue.
That's exactly right. We're already gearing up to hunt these sons of bitches door to door in Manhattan. Need some hardware? I scored an extra scope from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Carter? You don't care. NSF goods are the spoils of war. Hey, we're risking our lives out here.
I'll take the scope for 700.
Just attach this baby to your pistol and you're in business.
Now, because we already talked to Kaplan and bought that scope, the quartermaster has a slightly different dialogue option.
At ease, Agent Denton.
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right. Infiltrate and evade. Engage only on your own terms. Now move out. Manderley's waiting.
Hey, what about that guy out front selling munitions? Is that allowed?
Oh, Captain, right. We've got some screwballs around here, but he's not the problem. It's whoever's been breaking into the armory.
Someone at UNATCO's a thief?
Yes, sir. And a damn good one.
And there's also a hidden hatch right here. A little bit of a pain to get into, but we actually have a free scope here. An office key and some ammo. And now, since we got that key from the hatch downstairs, we can go in these other offices here. Get us a free multi-tool unlock.
We finally got to cap some rebels, eh, Denton?
And this one has accuracy and another key. I'm not sure why they have the same key for the office doors inside this office. Maybe it's so if you hack into this one, you can get into the other one as well.
Hell of a first day.
So the easiest way into Castle Clinton is actually just to go up to Anna and talk to her and let her attack the enemies there. Or rather, not talk to her, just go up to her. And they'll kind of do a lot of the assault for you.
You a cop?
UNATCO agent. How does a little boy get mixed up with the NSF?
I just wanted to find some food, but they didn't have any. And then they started shooting at the police. Got some?
Want this candy bar?
You're cool.
Glad I could help.
Hey, I bet I can help you.
Yeah?
The soldiers have secret tunnels. They take boxes into the tunnel under the fort, but they never bring them back out.
What kind of boxes?
Steel. Big ones.
Thanks. Maybe I'll check that out.
And we get skill points for giving him a candy bar. And we get the key. Whoa, there's a guy right there. Apparently they missed one. And we get the key there. And we can just open this up real quick.
You're inside the kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
I got that code in a...
Thanks, mister.
That code is actually in here, in this lockbox. So you can either use picks, or you can hack this with multi-tools if you want to. So obviously it's quite a bit faster to come in this way. You don't have to go through all those tunnels. And that guy gave us a key to the Castle Clinton safe. So the key would have opened this safe right here. Obviously, since we blew up that door and it hit the safe, we didn't need it to open it though. Here we can turn off all those cameras and turn the turrets on our enemies. And opening those doors lets us swim straight through there if we have a high swimming skill. So if you take that side tunnel rather than going all the way down to the bottom, then you can get a view from the ceiling rather than from those vents on the side of the wall. And I'm just going to show you the dialogue options that happen here when you actually blow up the TNT, if you use it to take out the terrorists rather than handling them yourself.
I don't believe what I just saw. Those were innocents. You can't go in and just shoot everywhere. Take the subway to Hell's Kitchen and go talk to your brother.
Do something, man. They're gonna kill him.
Nothing. I checked his pockets. You don't live underground and not have one of Charlie's cards. Make him take off his shoes.
I just sleep down there. They don't give you money unless you're on the council.
Take off your shoes. Charlie has no reason to be stingy if he has a currency encoder.
They just hacked a few accounts. They have some extra cash, that's it.
I'm not asking again.
It's just a bunch of us. We go down there to get out of the cold.
All right, we'll do it the hard way.
This is gonna be good.
Kind of missed my shot there. If you wait too long though, these guys will actually shoot him, like one shot kill him. So you have to be careful.
Did you see that?
Yes,
It was uncalled for. You mug people, great, you need the dough, but you show some respect.
What were they after?
Especially when it's your ally. They came to us. They wanted an underground base.
So those guys were NSF?
Yeah, the NSF gives guns to anybody who wants to fight. A lot of people just take the guns and do what they want.
So the terrorists are based in the subways? The sewers?
They need to move some kind of secret equipment. Our tunnels are like the crossroads.
Tell me how to find this base, and I bet I can get the NSF off your back.
Underworld. Just remember that word when you see Curly. He lets people in.
And that's actually pretty helpful later on in the game. There's another way to get that password too, but that's probably the easiest way to get it. And this goes to Smuggler's Hideout.
Watch it, JC. Our agents report that this area is booby-trapped. And the latest news? Your brother's team hit some resistance, so they're going to be delayed a little while we bring in chopper support.
And if we don't disable these beams, then a security bot will come out of that door right next to them. It's rather unpleasant.
What do you want?
Why the booby traps? Afraid of something?
Just precautions.
Against what?
Government's been having some kind of crackdown all year. People I know, they've been disappearing.
Is that so?
Think it's a big joke? Lift up a grate in the street. They got my friend Ford Schick in a secret lab next to the sewers.
A lab? In the sewers? Maybe he was taken hostage by the NSF.
These guys are pros. Definitely government funded.
Interesting. Maybe I'll take a look. But I think you should have a little more regard for the United States government.
If you're serious about going down there and finding Ford, I'll give you a deal on some hardware. Also, you'll need this. It's the key that can open the sewer manholes.
Tell me about the hardware.
I have a scope that will fit most handguns and rifles for 2,200 credits.
Too expensive. Maybe I'll try to locate your friend.
If you come back, you can use the front door. The password's Bloodshot.
So he actually gave us the password that Sandra Renton would have given us if we had rescued her. So we can actually use this security keypad and this mirror will open up. And there's some things behind it, but it's not really worth two multi-tools. I think there's maybe a gun mod back there and some body armor, or maybe a thermo camo, something like that. And we might as well go out the front door. So that brings us out right here, right over by the ton. And since I didn't show you on my normal playthrough, I'll interrupt this guy.
I'm telling you, girl.
You said I didn't have...
What you want?
How much to take the lady off your hands for an hour?
200 up front and I'll hook you up.
Forget it.
We ain't talking about some rockhead Great Death hoochie. With me, it's always satisfaction guaranteed.
I'm not interested.
What you want?
Leave her alone or I'll have your ass picked up for pandering.
You ain't no police. I own the police. Whoa.
And you can see he went aggressive there all of a sudden.
You've got 10 seconds to beat it before I add you to the list of NSF casualties.
Easy, bro. Just having us a conversation.
5 seconds.
Girl's got a head full of marbles. I have to yell. Or she don't hear me.
3.
She skitzes on me. It's my ass, man.
1.
All right. I'm going. Jesus.
So the third option is the non-violent one.
Hey, you shouldn't have threatened Johnny. Soon as Jojo finds out.
Your father asked me to look for you. He'd like you to come home.
My dad shouldn't have hired a hitman. Stupid way to get himself killed.
Who's this Jojo? Where?
And the rest of it is the same as the previous ones. But that line about her father hiring a hitman, that's because I talked to him before I came to find her. Now, if we go over here, since we have the key from Smuggler, we can go down in the sewers. And this should be considerably easier, since we actually have a scope this time.
These tunnels aren't on the New York City sewer maps. Weird. I have no information on what you might be getting into. This seems worth following up.
There's 2 guys up top here. This guy. 1 more over here. Find him. There we go. Rotate this bridge here. And fix the cameras. And I don't think we need anything down here. That terminal there just has the same thing as the previous one. And that's the exit. There's that other guy I was talking about. Take him out real quick from over here. And I don't think we have the code for this door right here. So we can either hack it, the other easy way to get in there is just to make enough noise that these guys come running. And you can just hop through the door.
This area is an old water treatment facility. I wonder what all these paramilitary types are doing down here. But considering what the smuggler said, I would imagine this is where they're holding his friend, Forge Schick.
Not sure why that door opened again. It's kind of weird. Gonna hack this terminal real quick. Turn off all the cameras. And that's Ford, that's the guy we need to rescue there. So there's about 3 or 4 more guys down there. So that first email is just saying that they can kill off Schick when he's done. 2167. .2167 is the code for a bunch of these.
You must be Ford Chick.
Who are you?
Smuggler sent me. Who's holding you here? I don't recognize the uniforms of the soldiers.
I don't know. They're private security for a biotech company or something. They had me doing antibody work.
Corporate security isn't usually outfitted to fight a ground war.
They're doing experiments on people. They don't want anybody finding out.
Make a break for it. I'll protect you.
Here I go.
Good thing I rescued him, because otherwise he would have been dead, according to that email. So we got a little armory here. These laws are really powerful, only one-shot weapons, but they take up a lot of room in your inventory. So you really only want to pick them up if you have a bot right near you that you want to take out or something. I believe they can take out the big bots in one hit though, unlike the gut gun, which takes a couple hits. And we can actually exit out this way if we want to. And that still uses the same code that we got from that computer over there, 2167. Just go straight under all these tripwires. Don't want those turrets to shoot us. And again, 2167. Okay, so that just gives us the same code as before. As well as a lot of multi-tools and lockpicks, apparently. And then you can just kind of sit over here until the alarm goes off, and then drop down without worrying about that turret again. Now these ones are a little more difficult. Apparently, if you're running away, that turret also doesn't hit you. Theoretically, you're supposed to hop over that first laser and go under the second one, but I missed my first jump, so it went off right away. If there's an AUG back there, it might actually be worth it.
We've got automated care for 2,000 and medkits for 300.
I want the full program.
The code to the surgery bay is 2153. The medical bots will handle your case from now on.
2153. See there, it didn't heal everything up. It had more damage that it could take. So yeah, there's not any AUGs or anything back here, so it's not really worth it. There is a downstairs window that you can come in through. And these were the ones that we can lift with our extra muscle strength, but you can actually just walk straight into them and push them out of the way. So this Osgood Sun storeroom is actually pretty valuable. You don't get these upgrade canisters too often, and they can upgrade any of your current augmentations. You don't need a medbot to install them. Let's take a look at the basement. Just takes one multi-tool to disable all these tripwires. the upgrades that we have. That way we don't have to worry about all these sentry guns. So this code isn't 2167, so we'll have to just use a multi-tool to bypass it. And that gets us up here to the rooftop.
Heads up, JC. I'm sending you a satellite image. We've got NSF troops on the rooftops.
So that's kind of an alternate way to get up here, if you don't want to climb all those ladders. And it gets you into a little bit better position as well, especially if you have a scope. Climb up here, and there should be one guy up here.
They found...
Take him out. And you can grab a sniper rifle from him if you want to, but you really don't need it. Then from here, you can hit all the other guys. And there's one more down here somewhere. There he is. And I believe you can actually get that one on the rooftop over there as well. Yeah. There we go. So that should be nearly all the guys patrolling on the rooftop. And that makes it so much easier. And you can just hop up this ladder here. And this side over here was the one that we would have come up if we came through the alleyway. Come on, Gunther. So we have this security room here. You can hack into this. And you can also blow up the generator using this. If you shut down the cooling systems, and then you can overload it. Now, the last secret is down in the basement of the NSF warehouse. Run down here and go in this door. And there's a little security room down here. We should be able to disable all the cameras. And that gave us some lambs too. There's a couple emails in here, I don't think it's anything important. Now, it's hard to see, but there's a safe right down here. So, what we want to do is take one of those lambs that we just got. Equip it. And that should blow it open for us. And there we go, free augmentation. And that canister is for speed enhancement and run silent. So, fairly useful. We'll need a medbot before we can install it though, obviously. So that's it, guys. That should cover all the secrets that I've missed, and a lot of alternate ways to do things. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon to continue my normal playthrough.